Hey everybody! So you should have just finished watching the video teaching you about landscapes, and we learned about things that are in the foreground, which means really close, and the middle ground, and the background, which means things that are really far away. Those are things we have to remember when we do our drawing. I want you to do this drawing by yourself. Adults shouldn't need to help you with this. Just try your best. It can seem tricky, but it's going to be okay. Just try your best. I'm excited. I always get excited to see your artwork. So here's a picture that I did of a farm. Okay, and I have the foreground. I drew a line. I'm going to teach you how to do this in a second, okay? I drew a line here for the foreground. And then I put in this bottom section, I did things that are close to me. So nice and close and big. In the foreground was a big barn, so big it doesn't fit on the page. And a couple of little chicks walking around. I did some flowers. I did a nice big tree. All of those things are under this first line. That's our foreground. Then I drew another line here for the middle ground. And in this middle section, I put some lines. And that's going to be some fields, some of the farmers' fields. And then above that, I did a line to show where there might be a mountain. So I have the foreground with big things, the middle ground, and the background, okay? Then here I have a picture of the beach. So when I drew this, the first thing I drew was a line for the top of the sand because the sand is very close to me. It's a wiggly line. So in the sand, I drew some big things. I drew a beach blanket and a shovel and a bucket and a big umbrella. Then a little farther away in the middle ground, I drew another line. It's a wavy line because it's part of the water. And in this middle ground, I did a person on a little sailboat. Then I drew one more line right here. And I put a super big ship. This ship in real life is super big, but it is actually smaller than my beach umbrella. This boat is smaller than the little sailboat, but it's supposed to be a big boat. Why did I make it so small? Because it's so far away. All right, and then I put some clouds in the sky. So now I'm going to show you how I did this step by step. All right, hang on just a second. Okay, so for this picture, I'm going to imagine that I'm doing a desert. All right, so when we do our drawing, we first have to think, where's the foreground, the front? So I'm just going to draw a line, and this is the land that is closest to me. Okay, and in my desert, there's going to be a big cactus. So I think I'm going to go super big. The cactus, the bottom of the cactus is here where this land is. Okay, and I'm trying to make, it's a little fuzzy. There we go. It was fuzzy. And the cactus might have some like arms coming out, kind of the way cactuses do. Now right here, I need to erase this line because the cactus is not see-through. All right, and maybe my cactus will have some, you know, what are these things called? The pokey things. All right, I'll finish that up later. But there's my cactus. Maybe there's some rocks. Here's a big rock next to the cactus. And then maybe there's a house here. And it's going to be a house with a very short roof. Okay, and then here's going to be a little door. Uh-oh, can you see this line? This was the line to show the foreground of the land. The house is not a see-through house, so we have to erase that line. Okay, maybe there's some flowers growing. I want to see you do more details. I'm just going really quick here. I should have some windows, maybe a doorknob. I'll do that later. Maybe there's a sidewalk coming to the front door. When the sidewalk gets closer to me, it gets a little bit bigger. Maybe some more bushes. Okay, so this is all the foreground. This is all closest to me, and it's nice and big. Now, farther away, I'm going to do another line to show the middle ground. So I'm going to start over here, and the line is behind the cactus. So I start the line, pick up my pencil, but keep moving my hand, and it goes behind the house, boop, and it ends right there, okay? And maybe in my middle ground, there might be some more cactuses. but they're not this big. They have to be so much smaller because they're farther away, because they're in the middle ground. Some cactuses sort of look like that. But remember, my cactus can't be see-through, so I have to erase that little line. Right, so things in the middle ground are a little smaller. Maybe there's some more rocks. Maybe there's some more little bushes. But they're a lot smaller than the ones that were in the foreground. Then really far away, maybe there's some mountains or something a little farther away. Oh, there's my cactus, so I'm gonna imagine the line continues behind the cactus. Lift it up. Boop, there goes the line. Lift it up. Boop. Okay, and this is it. If I were you, I would add some more details, okay? But I'm just trying to be quick here, all right? So make sure that you have a background, right? So this is my background, my mountains. A middle ground, that's where things are medium-sized. And a foreground where things are close and big. Okay, so I have the house, I have a cactus, and here are some ideas for you. I'm trying to get my piece of paper. Think about what you could put in your picture. Maybe you could do animals, plants, buildings, roads, rocks. Think about all kinds of things. And if it's a beach or the ocean, like that battle that was happening in the ocean, you could do ships. Okay, I'm gonna quick show you an ocean. Oh, and you could also do a sunshine in the sky or some clouds. Really, really quick, I'm gonna show you an ocean picture. I'm gonna go super fast. So we do our foreground. Okay, this is a wavy picture. And then in this picture is gonna be a boat. It's gonna be super big. Now, I want you to spend more time on your boat. I'm going really fast just because I don't want it to be boring. Okay, so I'm going to erase this line because the boat is not see-through. But sometimes if a boat is in water, we can kind of do that at the bottom of the boat to make it look like it's like hiding in the water, okay? And then farther away is, so this is my foreground, right? Maybe I'll have like some other things in here. Maybe there's going to be like a fish jumping out of the water. Okay, maybe there's like a person swimming next to the boat. This person is in the water, and you just go like this to make it look like the person is in the water. You need to add a face, of course. I'm going to skip that part right now. So this is the foreground. This is the front. Then I'm going to do another line of ocean water for the middle ground. And then there's going to be another boat. I'm just going to draw the same sailboat. You can be more creative than me. Please be more creative than me. Now I'm just doing something easy so I can be fast. So here's another sailboat. There should probably be people in the sailboat, but I forgot. So this is the middle ground, and it's a medium-sized sailboat. Then super far away in my ocean, back here, might be another sailboat, but this one is going to be so far away. Look at how teeny tiny that is. Okay? And then maybe here's like a beautiful sunshine because it's sunset. All right, but I want you to spend more time doing more interesting details than me. Have fun and try your best. Remember, big, medium, small. Foreground, middle ground, background. Whatever you do things that are big, medium, and small. Okay? Have fun.